welcome back to another video. Today we are at the Islands Carp Fishery, and I say we because I'm with Matt, who's to my left, and Rich, who's to my right. So I've never been here before, and when we first turned up, my first impressions of this place was absolutely just everything you want it to be. Nice quiet location, no road traffic, very peaceful. But when we turned up, we got through the gate, and the way that this lake's sort of laid out, it's like a maze lake. It's called the Islands for a reason. There's plenty of islands out there, and every swim has its own sort of like little sort of bay to fish between the islands, if you like. Now, when I first looked at the map of the lake, obviously I didn't have a clue where I was going to fish. But if you go on the website, it shows you a lot of information and pictures about how the lake was dug, and you can actually see how the lake looks when it was first dug from the swim that you're fishing. So I booked peg 10, mainly because when I booked on, there was nobody booked on this side of the lake. Everybody was booked on the far side of the lake, and I just thought that might push the fish into this sort of area. Then, of course, Matt said he'd like to come, Rich said he'd like to come, and they booked either side of me, which is fine. Not a problem at all. So yeah, when you get here, open up the gate, you come through and you can drive right around the whole of the lake, which is really good because there's a track, so you can park right behind your swim, empty your van or your car, and then obviously go and take your van or your car up to the car park. But for most part, you don't need a barrow here. You can just drop your stuff off behind the swim, bring your stuff up to the swim, and you're here in your own sort of little bit of paradise, if you like. So with that, I've gone for a stealthy approach. Obviously, the fish get around the islands here. They move around the lake, obviously, and I didn't want to start casting out leads, you know, feeling what the bottom's like. I didn't want to feel for gravel bars, and so I'm using the information that I've got off the website and the picture. I thought I'd go for solid bags because, again, I didn't want to spod. I wanted as little sort of activity in the swim as possible, because when I first turned up, there was signs of fish everywhere. There was just, you could see shadows of fish just in the margins, out in the middle, sort of just cruising around. It's just absolutely insane. There was so many fish out there, and yeah, I was like, okay, well, I'm going to get the baiting pole out because I've got a baiting pole and I've never used it. So I was like, this is a great opportunity to get the baiting pole out. So I put a solid bag with the baiting pole out down to the right, in the right hand margin under some trees, and that is on a gravel bar, if we're going with the information from the picture. And then on the left, again, another solid bag. It's all OG fish, Parker Baits OG fish, pink magic beans, and I've actually put them in the bait scoop with a sort of like some OG fish boilies, a bit of dust, a bit of OG fish liquid, all in there as well. It's just some extra offerings. So there we go, we've got that parcel of pellet, micro pellet, and my pink magic bean with some free offerings of OG fish boilies. And that's the same with the right hand rod and the left hand rod. The left hand rod's gone out. There's like a deep hole, and then there's like a little bar, and there's like, it goes deep again. So I've tried, I mean, like I say, I haven't chucked a lead out, so I've tried putting that bag on that sort of bar there. So I've got one on the right on a sort of gravel patch, one on the left on a sort of bar, on a gravel bar, I hope. And then the middle one is on a 4-foot zig, and that's gone out into the middle of the islands. It didn't go out exactly where I wanted it to, but I didn't want to reel it in and cast it again, because like I said, I don't want to disturb the swim. So I'll give it a couple of hours, and if it doesn't go, then I'll recast it to where I want it. But yeah, that's a bit of black and yellow foam, 4-foot zig, and that's the 3 rods out and we're fishing. So now it's time to kick back, enjoy a nice little cider, because I'm on holiday. So thank you very much. Cheers, and come on the carp. I'll bring you on this journey, and I'll let you know if we catch anything. We're here for 24 hours. We got here at about 11, and we're fishing 12 till 12. So yeah, just a quick overnighter, and cheers. Oh, that's lovely. So without wandering too far from the swim, this is the road that goes around the back of the lake. It passes all the swims. And you've got number 10, which they're all named as well. So this is Dragonfly, number 10 Dragonfly. And then you literally walk up here, and there I am. Rods are there, out fishing. Got my new day session chairlet. But yeah, they're looking good. So I've got my right hand solid bag is in a margin under that tree. My left hand solid bag is out. I believe that gravel bar runs along here somewhere. So it's out on the edge of, in line with this tree, sort of around this patch here. And then the zig, see, I wanted it right in between, right there in between the islands, but it's come a bit short. it's about here. Again, it's not ideal at the moment, but I'm going to give it a couple of hours. There's plenty of fish moving. Sorry, there's a wasp chasing me. There's plenty of fish moving. Oh, that wasp is still chasing me. The whole time I've been setting up, there's a wasp that keeps, or a bee or something, just buzzing around my ear. And it's been doing my head in for the last hour, and I'm trying to film, and it's still here. Oh, it wants the cider. It's a wasp. I've seen. No, get out! Get out! Ah! What do you do? How do I get rid? No! Look! It's on my cider. Get out! How do I need to get it? Don't. Oh, I don't want to make it angry. It's going to sting me. What do I do? Oh, mate, it's drinking my cider. I mean, I'm all for sharing and that, but not with a wasp, ideally. I can't even whack it because my cider's going to go everywhere. I need this wasp. I need to do something. Summertime in the forest, folks. I say forest, I don't even know if this is this a forest? Oh, mate, I'm trying to film a good vlog here and a bloody wasp's trying to take all the limelight. I'll let you know what happens. So, as I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by the wasp. That's why you come to these vlogs. You don't get that on the quarter vlogs, do you? Oh, mate. Right. I didn't get stung, and no wasps were injured in the making of this video. Right, so let's go back to... Where was I? Yeah, so number 10. Dragonfly, which now should be renamed the wasp. But yeah. Oh, I've lost my train of thought. Here's the pole. Mat's all dried off. You've got to dip your nets and mats and slings and all that. But here's the pole that I've been using. Got plenty of sections there. And here, look at that old school Parker baits. Guys, if you do want to try Parker baits and you haven't yet, use code SCA and save yourself 10% off your first order. There we go. Some nice fishy boilies in there. With the Parker baits bucket as well. Check that out. It's cool, isn't it? I love them buckets. But yeah, I'm going to just chill out for the afternoon now, have a few drinks, hopefully uninterrupted. And I don't really want to share them because they're nice and they're mine. And I'm on holiday. Although I've got my wits about me now. Those birds are really noisy in the tree. But apart from that, it's very, very peaceful. Like I say, no road noise, plenty of wildlife here. And it looks like a fantastic venue. So I can't wait to get my teeth into it. I'll give you a little update as and when we go throughout the session, and hopefully between the three of us we can have a few fish out, because I think there's some bangers in here. So I think the lake record is just over 36 pounds. There's a few 30s in here. They did have an oxygen crash a couple of weeks ago, but they acted on it straight away. I think it's, from what I hear, it's a very well run, it's a very well run fishery. It's very well looked after. So yeah, I've only heard good things about this place, and like I say, first impressions, I can completely back that up. Let's just hope we can have some of the bangers that are in here, because I've seen some photos of some carp in here, and some of them are like real scaly bangers. So fingers crossed. Oh, please leave a like on this video as well, because that'll give me luck. Well, it won't really, but in my head it will. And there's a carp basking in the sun, so I'm going to quickly flip the camera around and show you. Right, well, I don't know if you can see it. I have to try and get the shadow right. You see the carp just here in the shadow? Not a massive one, but he's just basking in the sun. Some real noisy birds in there. And at the moment, there are keep nets in here. And it says anything that you catch that's under 4 pounds, put it in the keep net, which is good, because obviously they want to get rid of the smaller ones and leave the bigger ones in there. What is going on over there? Crikey. It's all going on. Well, who'd be a YouTuber? That is where I am. That is what I'm doing. Like I say, I'll keep you in a loop as and when things happen. And yeah, I'll keep you updated.
A few moments later.
Right, well, quick update, guys. It is about 5 PM now, so been fishing for a good sort of 5 hours. And it's the same story, You know, this weather is beautiful, but it's not great for fishing. The carp are just basking in the sun. There's been multiple carp that have swum over the top of where my solid bags are. Like, they're literally above, like swimming above my solid bags, but they're not going down and getting on the bait. They're just chilling in the sun. So I did, so I reeled in the 4-foot zig that I had, and I put on a 7-foot zig. And that's in a sort of deeper area, because I wanted to chuck it to where the fish were showing. but the fish were showing in that deeper area. So I chucked it out there, and within about 2 minutes, I had an aborted take. Now, I don't know if it was like it just caught a fish on the side or whether it was a heavy liner, I don't know. But nothing came of it. And that was enough indication for me to say, right, I'm going to get another zig on, because Matt's had 2 on the bottom, Rich has had 3 on the bottom, I've had 2 on the bottom, we've had nothing. And I had that little indication on the zig, so I put a 5.5 foot zig out as well. So I've got rid of a 4 foot one, I've got a 5.5 foot one, a 7 foot one, and I've kept one on a solid bag. Matt's now put on a zig as well, so he's on the bottom and on a zig. Rich is still on the bottom, so we're hoping that when the sun goes down and it cools down a little bit, they get their heads down and get on the munch. But I'm just stood here looking out at the lake, and I'm just enjoying myself. Honestly, like, it's stunning. And you guys told me to come down here and try this place out, and I'm so glad you did. So this is my view that I'm looking at currently. It's absolutely gorgeous. Honestly, this place is insane. I love it. Been here for 5 hours and already I love it. And I've not even had a fish, so rods are looking keen. I just wish they looked a little bit keener. And yeah, I don't know if I showed you this. I don't know if you just saw right at the end of that clip, the wasp came back. Leave me alone. That is one thing. There's one thing I don't like about this place. That bloody wasp. Do you know what? I'm gonna bloody it. But anyway, yeah, I was gonna show you this. So each swim, even though you've got your own sort of little section, your own area, there's like pathways to the swims next door. So obviously, if you want to have a social, I mean, obviously it's not advisable that you leave your rods and walk too far away. But if you want to reel in and go and have like, for example, let's go up here. So Rich is in this swim up next to me. If I just go up here, which I'm not going to go all the way, obviously, because my rods are still out. But if you want to reel in, there's a little picnic bench up there. So if you want to reel in for half an hour, go up there with a bit of food. Rich can come down. Even Matt could come down, you know, if he reels in, and we can go and have a little social, little picnic bench up there, a couple of beers and whatever. So you've got that element to it as well. And also there's a cabin lake here as well. So basically, I mean, I've not seen it. We drove sort of past it, but I couldn't really see it. So it's a lake, and you have an island in the middle, and you have a cabin one side, it's like a shed, and you have a cabin the other side, and I think you get like 2 anglers each side, and yeah, you can just basically have 4 of you fish, 2 one side, 2 the other side, and you get a cabin with, like, I think it's got electric hookup, it's got a fridge, a sink, and you just bring a bed chair, and you get to stay in the shed. So obviously my birthday's sort of like February, March time. Oh, carp just swelled there, look, I don't know if you can see. Yeah, my birthday's like February, March time, so I'm thinking about coming back here, getting that lodge out, and having a little birthday social up here. So we'll see nearer the time, but yeah. Come on, the carp, where are ya? Get on the zigs. Come on, the boys. Or the girls. Do you have male carp and female carp? You do, right? Obviously. How can you tell? Is this a silly question? Should I know this? The difference between ooh, something just swirled right over my zig. Yeah, how do you know the difference between a male carp and a female carp? Answers in the comments below. Is that a stupid question? Should I know that? I feel like I should. Right, check this out, guys. When I tell you the carp are basking in the sun, look at this. That is not even a rod length out. And he is just chilling. Sunbathing. And, get a load of this, not just that one. There's 2 behind him. I don't know if you can see that in the camera. But yeah, look. That geezer there. There's 2 geezers over there. But they are not interested in feeding. They're just interested in working on their tan, I guess. Which is frustrating, but it is what it is. Like they say in the biz. Right, well, I'm just in Matty's swim now. What swim were you in, Matty? 11. What's it called? Rich is in 9, which is long chuck. I'm in 10, which is dragonfly. Oh, you don't know how to pronounce it?
Spitway.
Let's go and have a look.
Spitway?
Oh, right, you didn't want to pronounce it. Some dodgy stuff going on here. It's spillway. Spillway.
What is spillway?
Get your mind out the gutter. I don't know what spillway is, to be honest.
No,
It's the French word for blank. Sorry, I can't say that. I've jinxed it. I'm going to touch wood now because I don't... Sorry, matey. I feel bad. There we go. Right, so he's got a zig out on the right hand rod, which he just had a beep on. And left hand one is on the bottom. Solid bag, Matt, on the left hand one?
yes.
Yeah.
Pink magic bean.
And nothing as of yet?
Nope.
No siree. Well, there you go. That's Matt swimming. Again, like every swim here, he's got islands to fish to. He's got marginal spots. But yeah, there's plenty of room in these swims. So, right, I think it's time I get my bivvy up for the night, and then I'll report back to you before I go to bed, unless we have a fish. How nice would that be? Well, yeah, that is Matt, who, if you haven't seen the Hordle social, Matt actually saved a day on the Hordle social, so go and check that video out. But yeah, let's go through into Long Chuck, which is Rich's swim. And again, another nice big gravel swim. He's got his bivvy up, look. It looks like he's just redoing his rod. He's got the bait boat out under that tree over there. Lovely. Again, this swim, like I say, they're big old swims around here, guys, and the road is just there, so you can obviously park up there, drop your stuff off, walk it up, and go and take the car up there. Happy with that, Rich?
Yeah, I think so, mate.
Yeah. Lovely.
Under that tree, wasn't it? So.
Well, that's where we've been seeing them moving. To be fair, we've been seeing quite a lot moving out there. But I was just saying to Matt, hopefully as the sun goes down, it draws on a few bites. Right, well, the evening's drawing in, and the guys opposite me, one of the guys is in the lake in his waders, and there's another bloke stood behind him on the swim. Now, I can't really see what's going on, but I can only presume they've got a fish, which is obviously a promising sign. So it turns out the guys opposite have had one. I can't quite see from here. I don't know if it's any good or any big, but judging by the reaction, I'm guessing it's a good one, because there's a lot of like laughing, cheering, happiness. Like, I can just feel the vibe coming over there that it's a good fish. So yeah, fair play. Well done to that man. He's opposite me as well, so it'd be nice if they sort of come a little bit over this way. But yeah, positive sign. I'm not even joking. That wasp is still behind me. I'm not even joking. But yeah, well done that man, and like I say, hopefully it's a positive sign. Hopefully they get their heads down and one can come over this way and one of us can have one. Right, well, I got some chicken sausages on the go because I need to be a bit better, really. Chunks has already moaned at me for having too many drinks. He said it's too many calories. I've been losing weight, I've been doing well. It's made me feel bad. So now, I'm eating plain chicken sausages, no sauce, no bread. And feeling a little bit sorry. Not sorry for myself, but maybe I shouldn't have had those beers. Or, maybe I should. But yeah, there we go. A little bit of charring around the edge. Some may say burn. I say crispy. I suppose I better wash it all down. What? It's the last one in the pack. Can't leave it. Well, it's 10:20. The middle rod is in. Unfortunately, there's no fish in the net. I got a run on the middle rod, picked it up, and I was playing it all the way to the tip of the rods. And just as I went to net it, the hook pulled. And I haven't got my head torch on me, so I couldn't properly see the fish. I couldn't tell you how big it was. I don't know. I didn't see it properly. It felt like a bit of a lump. And to be honest, I sort of saw it. I sort of saw the side of it, and it looked like a bit of a lump. But I couldn't tell you if it was 20, 30. What I can tell you is I'm absolutely gutted. That was the solid bag rig right out in between the two islands. Micro barb hooks as well. Alright, well I got everything back. It was on a pink magic bean, like 15mm trimmed down. Mate, I feel sick. Not from the chicken sausages, from losing the fish. Still sharp. Maybe it wasn't. It is still sharp. Maybe it wasn't hooked properly. I don't know. Oh, for God's sake. Better tie up a new one. Get it back out. Well, I don't know what to say. Fishing's fishing, and it happens, of course. It's just gutting. I've been waiting not just all day for that, but all year, because my fishing hasn't been very good this year. I haven't caught many decent fish, and even though I couldn't see that fish, it felt like a decent fish, and I'm gutted. And the worst part is, I don't even know what sort of size it was. I don't know if it was a common. I think it was a mirror. It didn't. It's hard to say, and it's easy for me to say because I didn't see it properly, but I don't think it was like a 10, 15 pound carp. I feel like it was a mid-20, and it could have been a 30. I don't think it was a 30. It didn't fight like a 30. It didn't play like a 30. I would have said somewhere between, well, I would have said mid-20, but that's just a guess. I don't know. I'm just gutted. And I'll never know. With the rod's back out, solid bag on the same spot. Let's hope we get another chance. New venue, and I've been waiting so long for a decent fish. That was my chance. Micro barbed, and it's just pulled right at the net. I'd rather it just, if it's going to pull, I'd rather it pull mid-fight, not right at the net. Well, I'm over in Matty's swim now because he's gone and done what I couldn't. He's got one, so he's got a common and a net. Happy days, well done, Matty. And it seems like, obviously, the sun's gone down and the fish are coming out and they're starting to feed. They're going nuts out there as well. They're crashing and boshing everywhere. So I said earlier, didn't I? I think we're going to have a busy night, and I still think we are. So
Yeah.
I don't think there'll be much sleep tonight, which is a good thing. Right, we'll get this one out and show you what he's got. Well, here it is. Nice little one. It's quite fat though, isn't it, to be fair?
Yeah.
Quite a fat little common there. So yeah, happy days. How big are we giving that?
8,
Yeah, probably about 8 pound.
maybe a bit big now.
It's quite wide, yeah. Yeah, fair play. Right, I'll get some photos for you, mate. Right, well, I've just come over into Richard's swim because he's gone and landed one now. Common. It's bigger than Matt's one. Nice, that. Oh, turn your head torch off, mate. You're blinding me.
Go on, mate.
There you go. Yeah, look at that. Nice. Right, hold it there and get some photos for you, mate.
Yeah, no, it's just common there. Around about the £10 mark, something like that. Had it over the far island. What did I catch that on? I think that was tiger nut.
Yeah.
Tiger nut wafter.
Tiger up after. Happy days. Well done, mate.
Let's get him back in. Let's get him back in.
And I've got one in the net.
Right, good stuff.
Yes, yes, yes. I've had a chance to redeem myself, and I have. I've got a mirror in the net, but it's not very big. Well, the lake has woken up. It's gone absolutely nuts. There's bite alarms going off all around the lake. There's fish crashing, boshing, jumping. I lost the first one, but I've just landed this. It's a lot smaller than the one that I reckon I lost. But it's a pretty little thing. Very pretty little thing. Look at the scale pattern on that. It may be small, but like I say, look at it. It's absolutely beautiful. So very happy with that. And get on the other side. It's probably, look at that, look at the scales on it. It's probably about £5. But yeah, very happy with that. Come on, the carp. Well, it's just gone 11:30 at night. All three of us have now caught. So we're all off of a blank, which is nice. I think the weather was just too warm today and they were just basking in the sun. And then obviously as soon as night's fallen, it's just gone mental. Like I said, there's bite alarms all around the lake. Yeah, lots going on. Loads of fish moving out there. So let's go and get another solid bag back out. Well, good morning, and what a beautiful morning it is as well. The sun is shining and we've all caught, we've all had a carp, and the wasp is back. I'm not even joking. I'm not doing this for show. The wasp is honestly back. It was hovering around my hand. Yeah. How do I feel about what happened last night? There was no other fish, by the way. Well, not for me anyway. Matt ended up having another carp and a tench as well. And I think he said it was a PB tench for him. £5, I think he said it was £5.6 or £5.7. I'm so on edge, I'll tell you, because I've done so well not to get stung. Oh my God. So yeah, Matt did have a PB tench, which should be a bucket really. I don't know, I'm just throwing it out there. If I can get the picture off him, I'll put it on screen now. And he did go and catch another carp as well. I think it was a bit smaller than his first one. Obviously Rich had that one that was 11, I think it was 11.7 or somewhere around that. And obviously my one I didn't weigh, it was quite small, but I just can't help but think that one that I lost. And I know it's easy to say because when you lose a fish, it's always the biggest fish or the one that got away, but oh my God. I can't help but think that you're probably watching this thinking I'm putting this on, but I'm not. This wasp will not leave me alone. Anyway, yeah, so we're off today. It's about 9 o'clock now. We're off at 12, so I'm going to get the coffee, going to get the kettle on, have a coffee, have a bit of bacon this morning as well. But I'm feeling like the bite window was yesterday between sort of 10 p.m. and midnight, because after that it sort of died off a little bit. I know Matt did have a couple after that window, but between that sort of 10 and 12 window last night, there was alarms going off all around the lake. Obviously I had one, Rich had one, Matt had one, I lost one, and then it sort of went quiet after that. Throughout the night I had a couple of beeps on the middle rod, which is on a solid bag towards the middle of the islands. But yeah, it just sort of died off, and now we're feeling like the chances of a bite today are going to be slim because the weather. It was clear yesterday that they weren't feeding at all because it was just too warm. As soon as it cooled down, you know, and it turned from day to night, that's when the bites started coming. So I think if we can pick the odd one off before we go, that'd be great. But it's not looking great because it's just so warm. There's not a cloud in the sky. I mean, it's beautiful, but it's not ideal for fishing. But yeah, there we go. Right, I'm going to get a coffee on the go. I'm going to have a bit of brekkie and hopefully I don't get stung. I'll give you another update about an hour before we leave, and just see how we're getting on. Right, well, I've just had a bit of brekkie and a coffee, which was nice, actually. I was thinking, like, drinking a hot drink in this weather is probably not the one. But actually, having a coffee, it sort of, like, wakes you up a bit, doesn't it? So, starts the day off. What I'm thinking is my right hand rod, I'm absolutely baffled that I've not had anything on that, because the middle rod last night, it was, obviously, it's a solid bag cast towards the middle of the islands, but that was the rod that was producing. That was why I lost one on. That was the one that I caught one on, and and the right hand rod is a solid bag as well. And I was like, I can't understand how, if they're getting down on the bait, because it's a pink magic bean as well, exactly the same bag, but it must have just been a different area. You know, the fish obviously moved in on that area. I mean, what I could have done and probably should have done was put two of those rods on that same spot, in hindsight, thinking about it now. but I didn't, and it is what it is. So we've got about an hour left. What I might do is, because I think with this weather, the fish aren't going to be feeding on the bottom during the day. So what I'm tempted to do for the last hour is reel the right hand rod in and just get that zig back out. And just for the last hour I can fish, because the left hand one's still on a zig. That's not had a sniff on it. But I don't know. I think I'm going to quickly reel in the right hand rod, get it out on a zig, and just see if anything happens. Well, that has come back absolutely fine. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever. So why that didn't do a bite, I do not know. But that's fishing, isn't it? Let's get that zig on. And there we go, look, even to the last hour, I'm still trying to get a bite. So that's gone. That was the sort of short of the sort of 4-foot zig that I tied up yesterday. That's that one gone back out. So yeah, 2 zigs on now and that solid bag, and that's it. We've got an hour to go. So fingers crossed, I'm going to start getting everything packed away and down by the road, so that we can just drive around, pack everything in the van and be on our way. But before I go, please like the video, please subscribe. I'm absolutely gutted, honestly. I'm still so gutted. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm happy that I had that one. And I'm happy that you guys told me to come here and fish it, because I absolutely love the place. I've nearly died several times due to wasps. And I'm not trying to be dramatic about it, right? But my dad actually got stung once on the back of the head by a wasp, and he nearly died. Again, not being dramatic. He went into like a anaphylactic like fit, or he didn't have a fit, but he was going into that sort of that state. And yeah, we had to get him straight to hospital, and now he's got like this thing that if ever he gets stung, he's got to like inject himself straight away. It's mental. Anyway, yeah, so when I do see wasps like that, I'm like, oh, I'm not ready, it's not my time. But yeah, crazy, isn't it? So right, less drama now. Hopefully, like I say, before I end this video, hopefully there's one more chapter to this story. But if not, I'll see you in the next clip when we end the video. I just would like to say my next trip, right, I'm going to Linear, Tar Farm, Lake 8, with Dave, Liam and Callum. So yeah, you don't want to miss that one, because I haven't been yet, but it's going to be a banger. We got a full moon, there's a 50-pounder in there, which is not difficult to catch. Yeah, I'm hoping that's going to be an insane session. But again, if the weather's like this, it might be a bit tricky. I think there's going to be a zig session, but yeah. Well, there's me saying that we're not going to get a bite on the bottom in this weather. Matty's just lost one. I don't know why, I'm not smiling about that he's lost one, but in other news, Rich has just had a tench, so we're just going to quickly have a look at this tench. It's only a small one, but it's a fish. And there we go, look at that. Nice little tench. Well done, Rich.
Get him in the net.
Yeah, he's got to go in the keep net, mate. Any tench or carp under sort of like 4 pound have got to go in the net. So there you go, doing your bit for the Islands fishery, mate.
Yeah, fair play, mate.
Well done. And I've just had a single beep on the zig that I just put out. So is there like a weird sort of feeding spell this morning? Maybe. I just thought with the weather being like this, I thought there'd be sunbathing like there were yesterday. But like I say, Matt's just lost one and Rich has had that tench. And I've just had a single beep on the right hand zig. But it doesn't look like there's nothing doing, so I don't know whether that was just a liner or what. Maybe this video isn't finished yet, or maybe it is. Unfortunately, everything's away. I've got one last rod out. I don't know, I'm not expecting much, to be honest. I'm just about to reel it in, but I'm looking down to my right hand margin and there's still carp like basking in the sun like they were yesterday. It's not okay. I wanted more. I could have had more and I fluffed it. But what I will say is there will be more coming from this lake. I'm not done with this lake. I'm definitely going to be back. So yeah, if you want me to come back and you want to see that and you want to see me make more videos on this place, please leave a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Linear, next video. Come on. Bish, bash, bosh.
Thank you for watching The South Coast Angler. Please like and subscribe.